he rose from the ashes. That's no coincidence, Clark. Octavia's not gonna see it that way. And neither do I.
Are you gonna shoot a kid? Why not? For starters, because she's a kid.
Sad. She's a child, you should let her be one.
She's just a kid.
You're so special, Madi. I know the day I met you.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. You're not. I'm gonna work harder.
Commanders, don't run away!
But what we do know is I'm the commander.
Let her pass. I said let her pass.
Once we kill the primes, we take over Satan.
It's gonna be me, isn't it?
Could be you, Trevor. She was. We should have killed you when we had the chance. Don't worry, Hedda, you'll get your chance soon. You going in the rest of the primes?
Lola Flanery! We're gonna come sit right over here. Where's Lola's VIPs? All right here. We're gonna come sit right in front.
Wait, I have a quick question.
Yes?
Could you guys see me crawling on the floor walking in? Thank God.
You're so funny. I want to be 19. What's that like? Come on over, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, we got the VIP section over here. Okay, last time we saw you were about to start university. How is it going being a college student? No, it's not on. Okay, great. Stand by. We're really organized here at ConAgeddon.
You guys really couldn't see me? Yeah, we have more.
No.
Okay, did you guys like my commentary? Yes! Okay, yeah, I did just...
Oh, she got distracted by a dog. Distracted by the dog.
I'm supposed to be in Marie's VIP, and there's all these other VIPs. Should I just sit down?
You can sit down. You're a good
The
right
dog can sit up here if he wants. We were telling you about.
Yeah. Aww. Oh my goodness. What's the dog's name?
Oh my goodness.
What is it? Kuro?
Yeah.
Aww.
It means black in Japanese.
Love that.
It's Japanese here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I
Welcome to the Lola and Doggy panel. All good.
Oh, you're so... Oh my goodness. Guys,
And you're a cat person and a dog person.
you can't be either.
You can be both? Okay, but how's your cat?
Chowder is so good. Chowder is amazing. Chowder just turned 1.
Aww.
I'm very happy, and hopefully my grandma's not watching.
Is Lola's grandmother watching? I think you're good.
Okay, I don't think she knows how to work this stuff, but her cat passed away a while ago, so which I'm showing her on her birthday, which is in a few weeks from now, I got her Chowder's brother.
That is the sweetest thing.
Yeah.
What a good granddaughter you are. Gold star.
I tried.
Okay. Okay, so college. How's it going? You've done 1 year at University of Toronto.
Yep.
And then how's it going?
University is so much fun. It's crazy. It's a whole new lifestyle, but I think my favorite part is how I was in my architecture class, first semester, and then I walk out, and it's a small class, it's not one of those big lectures, it's very specialized, and then I walk out and then I hear these like footsteps chasing after me, and then I turn and I have like my bag, and I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? And they're like, you're Madi Griffin!
You got recognized right away.
In my architecture class.
Wow. And you're like, yes?
And I was like, maybe?
I was about to ask you, do you get recognized at school?
A little bit,
Yeah.
actually. One of my professors, we were doing, it was like a political science, but specialized, this is hilarious, specialized in like war studies. So,
Classes sound great.
so I'm sitting in this huge lecture hall, 1,500 students. What kind of montage do they show from my war lecture?
No.
The 100 fight scenes.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
But the funny thing was that I was like so invested in the fight scene when I was in my lecture, and I forgot it's like a huge lecture hall, 1,500 students, and I just stand up and I'm like, that's me! And then everyone turns and is like, who is this psycho?
Way to introduce yourself. That's awesome. I'm actually surprised they use that in college, but that makes sense. Don't do this, the 100.
Ask her the name on her ticket.
What's it? I'm sorry. Nope.
No, seriously, ask her the name.
No, we're not going to do that.
I mean, I'm 19 now.
You're 19, it's legal to drink at 18 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prior, I didn't know what to put on it, so I made it. Maybe I did, but I'm not admitting to anything if there's any police here. I made it Madi Griffin.
Iconic behavior.
I think I said this at like the last con I was at, so it's already out.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I made it Madison Griffin.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very clever. I like it. So while you're doing college, you're also still acting. So you tell us about you did a stint on Law and Order Toronto. Tell us about that.
I did. That was so much fun. Yeah, I got to work again with Cameron Picks TV, who are my absolute favorite. I did Mary Kills People for them when I was teeny tiny. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of crazy because it was the week before my freshman year at university started, and then we were filming on campus.
Oh, that's strange.
Really strange.
And then did you have any other things you filmed while you were still a student? So you had to miss some classes?
Not filming. I was supposed to write a midterm yesterday.
Well, you're a little busy. You could do it on the plane home. Sure. That 1 hour plane ride.
Yeah.
It's fun. And tell us about the Book of Jobs. What is that?
Oh, okay. So the Book of Jobs, it's not out yet, but it will be soon. Was a super fun movie I did with such an amazing cast. I'm obsessed with everyone there. Shout out Abigail. I was supposed to see her when I'm in Boston because she's close by. Love her. It's a super cool movie based on this girl who grows up in Silicon Valley and, grows up around like Steve Jobs and Apple, that kind of thing. It's really interesting, and I got to do some pretty cool stuff in that movie. And it was my first time filming something without my mom.
Aww. And who else is in the cast?
I don't know, can I say that?
Yeah,
It's on IMDb.
yeah, probably.
Like I should.
It's okay. You guys can go to IMDb or Google it. The Book of
The Book of Jobs.
Book of
Yeah,
Jobs,
because I don't want to say anything that I can't.
That's fair. That's fair. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But it should come out. Do you know when it's going to come out?
No.
Okay, great. IMDb again.
You guys got
Do
this.
you have any other upcoming projects that you want to promote?
A new kitten.
New and Grandma's Kid.
Grandma's
Yes.
Yeah, there are some fun stuff that's like low-key in the works, but I really want to be careful as to what I can and can't say.
It's very good.
But there
answer.
is stuff.
There's
I'm just
stuff
so
coming.
unnamed.
Now, are you auditioning for roles that now are like older adults and like, isn't that nice?
I have to guess boys.
Oh! How's that going? Oh boy. I hope you're practicing in college because that's what you're supposed to do.
What?
You're 2 years younger than Eliza was when she started Smart.
That's
Oh my God.
She was 22 when she started this part.
3 years, yeah.
You're 22 months.
Don't say that. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
That's crazy. We're watching the footage of you. Maddie's entire storyline is pretty dark. And you were substantially younger when you filmed it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember, I know you were younger, but taking any of that home with you? You were like, were you able to really separate this as a job and then like just go home and be a teenager?
Definitely. I think mostly because the filming of The 100 was such a long period of time. Not just the years that I was on the show, but when we would film the seasons, it was like 8 months out of the year. So there were a few years of my life where I would go multiple years without talking to a single person my age.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was definitely interesting. But I think, honestly, aside from that and then getting reaccustomed to being like, oh, I can talk about like shapes and colors with kids my age eventually. Aside from getting adjusted to that, I think the biggest part was how much that situation could let me relate to Maddie, because Maddie just wants to be a kid. She wants to go on the playground. She wants to have friends. And then I kind of had a bit of that as well. But it was also kind of like a contradiction between I am having the coolest experience anyone could ever have, being on this amazing show with this amazing group of people, but also like, man, well, I want a dog too. Picasso.
Relating to that, this is kind of controversial, the end of your storyline. How many years have passed, and I think you can openly talk about it, I think it's a safe space. Would you have wanted something different for Maddie? When you read it, were you surprised?
I mean, random fun fact, I had COVID when we filmed that.
You were in the chair and your death scene?
Yes.
Well, at least you were playing the role.
I had COVID. I fully had COVID.
And you didn't even know.
No, because we didn't know what COVID was at the time. But then it turns out I had COVID.
Wow.
But honestly, I don't think I was surprised. And as like heartbreaking it was, and how much I bawled my eyes out at the end, there's that one video that exists, how much I absolutely was so distraught. I think I wouldn't want anything different for her. It's tragic, very sad, but at the end of the day, she got everything she wanted. She got to make friends, she got to have a dog, which is awesome. And
a mom.
Yeah, and she sacrificed herself for all the people that she loved, which I think is all that she could have wanted in the end.
That's a beautiful perspective. Very mature.
Thank you.
Yes. Who here didn't like Maddie's ending? Okay, about half.
I'm sorry.
They didn't write it. You didn't write it. I'm just curious about like now a few years removed from it, how you felt.
Yeah.
All right, so we have about 15 minutes for questions. There's a microphone there in the middle. You can politely stand in line and ask Lola some fun questions, specifically about pets, things like that. Yeah.
I really hope my grandma's not watching. I totally.
Is there a possibility your grandma would be watching?
She's a grandma, probably.
Okay.
I don't think she knows what Facebook is.
Then you're good.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Being that you played the commander as well as the Sealy Queen on the Shadowhunters, you were in a royal commander-ish type of role for both those roles. Is that like your type of personality in real life? Or are you more of a quieter type of person in real life? Are you like an assertive person, or are you more of a...
I mean, I think probably.
Or did you bring that a little bit of that into your...
I think I definitely brought Gemini. I'm learning about the signs, guys, and I'm a Gemini. Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Shout out to Geminis if they're out there. You guys rock. We rock. I think definitely probably a bit more assertive. I mean, I'm very outgoing, very social. Yeah, and I mean, it is kind of cool to be like, yeah, I'm totally a fairy queen in real life. I'm totally a fairy queen in real life. So yeah, I think definitely more outgoing, more assertive, less shy.
Because you're definitely in command in both those roles.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I also love you in Shadowhunters and the 100.
Thank you.
I actually saw you in Shadowhunters before I saw the 100 because I didn't watch the 100 until lockdown. And then I was like, oh, there's that Sealy Queen character whose lines I
There she is.
memorized.
Yep.
Yeah. My question is, because I binge watched the 100 during lockdown out of boredom, What did you binge watch during lockdown? Because we all binge watched something.
Oh my god, there was a lot. I feel like though above TV shows, I binge played Animal Crossing. That was well received. Yeah. I feel like that was my phase of, because prior to that, to me, like, boys had cooties, and that was when I kind of was like, wait, boys might not have cooties. So then I binge watched all those, like, rom-com shows, that while playing Animal Crossing, though, 100%.
It was a requirement. Thank you.
Of course. Then the world definitely got cooties.
Hi, I'm Hiko, and I love you with the 100.
Thank you.
But I have a question that's not related to that.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing to do in the whole world, and can you explain to much how much and why you like it so much?
Like ever? Hey. Grandma's Good answer. Favorite thing to do ever and why? Oh God, I mean, like a pastime, like a hobby.
A hobby works, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's really hard, and I can't say hanging out with my cat, probably. Sure. If it's not, okay, probably hanging out with my cat, who I absolutely adore. I love you, Chowder, if you're watching.
Understandable. I have 3 orange cats.
Perfect. It's definitely either that or I really like to work on cars.
Ooh, work on cars.
Yeah.
Like build them?
Yeah.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah. But it's a very, very, very expensive hobby, so I really like it, although I cannot financially do it that often.
Well, someday.
One day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, Maury.
That costume is incredible. You look great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Alex, and I wanted to know, I saw online when you guys were wrapping up and stuff that you had like this like prank war going on with Richard. Could you tell me about that?
I sure can. Well, it started when I was bored and I saran wrapped his toilet in the trailer, but it was a night shoot, so everyone was like hallucinating on 3 hours of sleep, and he was like, oh my god, my pee is floating. But then, if you know Richard, he said, I'm not gonna take this. And so he then went in to cut the heads off all of my stuffed animals. Dark. I was 11. But it gets so much better. He tied the rest of them by a noose and then saran wrapped my entire apartment. My mother, shout out you, Mom, let him into the apartment. Gave him the scissors to cut off the heads of the stuffed animals.
This took a turn.
There's one more turn. Eventually, I was like, oh my god, I need to do something absolutely despicable back. And then eventually I realized, I was like, I don't want to play that game. And then I said, okay, I'm not going to play that game. And then he told me that, he said, thank God you called it quits, because the next thing he was going to do is he was going to legally marry my mother. You guys are all laughing like that's not true. He was going to become my stepfather. He had this plan where he was gonna walk into the makeup trailer, because my mom legally had to be with me since I was 11, and then he was gonna walk and be like, oh hey babe, kiss her on the lips, and then show me the marriage documents, and he said, yeah kid, I'm fully responsible for all of your finances. Have fun going bankrupt.
I'm barely speechless, not again, but that took a turn.
He had lawyers, he had like the plan, and listen, sure, get your revenge. My mother said, yeah, let's do it.
Mic drop mother. Wow.
Yeah, so that's the prank war.
Wow, thank you, that was elaborate.
That's why I said, okay, we're gonna bump the phrase.
Truce. Next question. Wow.
I'm Kaylee. I was just wondering, what is Picasso's real name, and what was it like working with
name?
I'm pretty sure his name was Picasso.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think his name was just Picasso. It was incredible, but my favorite part was how during our breaks on set, we had to get, yeah, I think it was Picasso. If it wasn't, I definitely just called him Picasso, and then we kind of rolled with it. But during our breaks on set, I had to have bonding time because he was technically like he became Maddie's dog, so I had to like hold treats and play with him and just like train him to do all these things, and I was like, I'm getting paid to play with a dog.
Dream job.
Yeah, and it was incredible. So yeah, awesome.
It's easier to train a dog than a cat on set.
Probably.
Okay. Next question.
Hello, Justin. Also have a question about the prank war.
Okay.
So, in an interview, you made the comment that childhood trauma was not something you wish to take away from your 100 experience. And that was the real reason you called it quits.
Listen, we need...
It's derailed so fast.
Do I have any regrets? Maybe.
So the question here is, would you go full Colonel Diaz and make plans and strike back at this point in your life, or would you still call it quits?
Well, I have this elaborate plan where it's like 20 years down the line, and then I just do something despicable.
Still marry your mom.
Like, that's fine.
Yeah, you'll be your own person, you know.
Yeah, technically. Oh my God, I'm 19.
It's all you now.
Ah, Richard, marry my mom now, sucker! Richard, if you're watching, please don't marry my mom.
Thank you.
And if you wait long enough, you can pick what retirement home he goes to.
Oh, I can tell the flavor of this con is just going to be spicy.
Remember how Chelsea showed up at Eliza's funeral?
I mean, Richard. We should totally come to Richard. Next question.
I'm Dakota. I'm also in college studying physics. What do you think Maddie would study in college if she were, like, alive?
If she lived long enough, my sweet baby girl. That's a really good question.
She'd be a vet. Go to train to be a vet. Not sure how helpful that is in the apocalypse. There was like one dog, the entire planet.
Yeah.
Modern world.
Yeah. Probably actually, yeah, a vet or. I mean, I think she'd find it pretty interesting that like political science and war class. She could be like, do I get extra credit because that was literally me? That would be pretty cool, actually.
I'm the commander now.
You suck. A+.
Thank you. All right, we have time for a few more questions.
I win.
Hello.
Hi, I think we're about the same age and I'm going to college next year. So what, like, in your future, what do you see yourself doing, like, past acting, like, with, if you're going to college and stuff like that?
Right, that is a loaded question. I mean, I think, also congrats, by the way, that's so exciting. It's so much fun, you're gonna have a blast. I think right now I'm kind of trying to juggle both. But I also think that education is really important, so even if I don't end up doing anything with the degree that I'm working to get, I just think, especially in this day and age with everything going on in the world, being educated and knowing what you believe in and what you think is right, and being able to have a voice to say those things is so important. Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, especially since we're the same age, I think I said this at the last convention as well, but I have no idea. I have no idea what I want to do, and that's totally fine. That is totally fine because, you know, we're young. Who needs to know what we're doing? We're still figuring things out. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, that doesn't really answer a proper question, but I have no idea, and we'll figure it out.
It's okay not to know. Yes. Okay, we have time for one more quick question.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I actually volunteered at a nursing home in middle school, so if you want them to have a horrible time, I have a great recommendation. I wondered, after hearing you like to work on cars. I just wondered if you have a project car.
I do actually, right now. It's a 3 Series, a BMW. I've just messed with it a little bit, but it is, oh, 19, another thing. It's pretty illegal.
What year?
2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean, it's illegal to modify it?
No, all the modifications that I get.
No one here knows. No one's going to see you. It's fine.
Yeah, it's in another country. It's very loud, and you can't see out of the back window. No.
But I would say it's impressive. You're 19, you're in school, you're also acting. You not only own a car, you own a home.
Well, when I get back, I do.
She's buying her first house, you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Incredible. You know, you don't need Richard for your finances.
He's gonna sign it right before I get it so that it can't just
Hide your mom from Richard.
He's gonna move in next door.
He's gonna sever you. You guys watch Severance? He's gonna move in next door and just send you to Severance.
Oh my God. I'm sending my Audi to
Yes, totally. Yeah. Well, thank you for your question. And thank you, Lola, for coming to your panel.
Love you all.
Thank you, guys. And next up we have Thomas's family. So we'll see if Thomas is ready and we'll come right back out.
Yeah, if anyone has any recommendations for like revenge on Richard, please send them my way. Whoa! Oh my God, I'm gonna marry Richard's mom.
She has a husband, but sure.
And not for long.
This con is